Yo, this is Fast Eddie Chambers, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm gonna teach you the double jab. Now let's get into it. All right, when we talk about the double jab, just like I always start these videos, right? We don't play. We gotta make sure toe heel alignment, elbows in, knees bent slightly. Don't want to take any chances. Always want to have a solid foundation. This is where we start from. Okay, double jab, pretty simple. Pretty simple. I mean, there's a few different ways to do it. I typically like to use the full comeback, right? Maybe I'll use that. I'm gonna trademark that full comeback. Anyway, in this particular situation, you extend the arm, right? And I like to say we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna use the step. We're gonna use the initial step. We're not gonna do the double step where you also bring your back foot too. So we're just gonna do the initial step. So the first thing I'm gonna do here, typical jab, right? Start out full extension, elbow in, elbow. You try to keep the elbow as straight as possible. You don't want to lift the elbow when you throw the jab. And I know I explained this too in one of the previous videos, but I got to say it every time. The elbow being up causes this hammer fist type of situation, and this is what we don't want to get. So we want to keep the elbow down as long as possible. Turn that hand over. Make sure the knuckles, the big knuckles, these two are landing, okay? Then you bring the hand back. Now with a double jab, now this is just going to be a quicker process for two jabs, right? But we're going to take almost like a double step. Utilize this back foot, put your foot in the ground, push off, and I'm going to show you without the jab first, the footwork of it, right? It's one, boom. You see that? Out, boom. See that? It's almost like two steps, but you're not fully coming back on the second step. Like watch it. Boom, boom. See that? It's like I keep it kind of raised as I come back, and then I go again. So it goes very similar to with the jab too. So it's like watch the rhythm. See that? Watch the rhythm. Two jabs, all right? That double step as well as that double jab. The left goes with the left always in the same rhythm. You got to keep them connected. If you allow them to disconnect, that's when things happen. That's when, the jab goes out, wrong, the rhythm's off. You're not going to land it properly. Maybe the range will be messed up. You never know, right? So look, step, okay? Double step. 1, 2. And that's the double jab for the Orthodox. All right, now, talk about on the Southpaw side. For my Southpaw, we got to talk about the double jab. Principles are different. Technique is the same. So, like I always do, no matter what we're talking about, we got to make sure this foundation is solid. Toe heel alignment, knees slightly bent, elbows in, all of the normal things, hands up, that we normally do, right? Now the double jab, once again, got to talk about the importance of how the jab is properly thrown. Anyway, no lifting of the elbow initially, right? Cause that hammer fist type situation, and the little knuckles land, and that can be problematic for you in the future. You can break it. I think they call that a boxer's fracture or something like that. We don't want that, right? So we want to keep the elbow in. And even as we throw the shot, we want the shot to turn over. We want to land the big knuckles. Those are the ones that can take the brunt of that force, okay? So then you land them big knuckles, right? So now I'm going to show you the footwork first, just like I did for the Orthodox side. The footwork first. Step, step, right? We don't necessarily want that foot to fully come back and plant, because we're throwing a double jab. It's a combination. It's not going to be something that takes forever. We're trying to get that thing off as quickly as possible. You almost want to have this sound a little bit, if you can do that, right? So elbows in, hands up, knees bent, same thing. Watch the double tap again. Boom, boom. It's like it goes out, almost comes back, doesn't necessarily plant at all, and it goes out again. Now watch it with the jab. You heard the principles of the jab and the importance of having the elbow in, right? Same thing here. And the same rhythm that the steps go, that's how the jab goes. Boom, boom. See that? Boom, boom. All right? Boom, boom. All right? We want to keep those principles the same. We want to keep that rhythm the same. Okay? Let's do it again. One more time. Boom, boom. And that, my friend, is the double jab for my southpaws. And that is the double jab. And this is how you fight like a pro.